All right, today is Friday, August 23rd, and here is our 23rd Buoy 10 update. So first and foremost, I know there's been a lot of folks asking about the spinfish, and I have not been in town, so I am not in the tackle shops. I don't know who has them or who does not. And so I called the factory, and they are working on getting stuff out here ASAP. I will be sure to update you guys as soon as I find out more. They're working today to try and find solutions on getting them out as fast as possible. Now, the way that this typically works in this industry is products get released at ICAST in July, and they're usually not available until fall or winter. But Yakima Bait is pushing really hard to get these baits out there for this season. So that's the good news. The bad news is you might have to wait another week or so, but the good news on that flip side is that there are a ton of coho coming back, and this fishery will be going on all the way through September, which is where I will be all the way through September as well. So on to today's report. I did not leave the Oregon side all day. I fished from Tongue Point all the way down to Hammond and just stayed on that troll all day long. And that's because we have softer tides. And on these softer tides, the fish really don't move too much. And we were able to just stay on them and keep working them over all throughout the day. And the current speed never got so much where we could not get a good troll, where you're going over 4 miles an hour speed over ground, and to get your gear down 25 feet, you're out 70 feet on a line counter. So it was a real nice, easy day. You could stay on top of the fish, you could troll efficiently, and everybody out there found success. Now, some guys got a lot of coho, some guys got few coho. Today we probably landed, oh heck, I don't know, dozen, 15 kings, and maybe another 5 or 6 cohos all. And a couple of those were keepers, and it was a blast. It was a great day. But some of the guys that were out there only got 1 or 2 kings, and they got a bunch of coho. Just not us in our boat. But they were fishing the exact same water. So these fish, they are hanging out in the deeper water, especially on these smaller tides, because like we mentioned in other updates, the salt water is heavier, denser, cooler, so it sinks to the bottom. And that river water right now is at 70, 71 degrees. So those fish are trying to transition, trying to get their cells right from going from salt water to fresh water. So you see them swimming that in and out of that fuzz line on your graph, 20, 30 feet down, where they're trying to get comfortable moving in and out of that ocean water to fresh water, ocean water to fresh water. But it seemed like even though we saw a lot of fish up in that 20 to 30 foot range on the graph, fishing in 40 to 60 feet of water, most of the biters were down within the bottom 10 feet of the deck. So they were all pretty low in the water column. At least the biters were. The guys that were fishing over there on the Washington side found just a ton of fish like we did yesterday up around Shipwreck. It was really good coho fishing over there, but the problem was most of their fish were getting eaten by sea lions. That's what happens this time of year. Because there are so few boats down here once Chinook closes, those sea lions and harbor seals tend to key in on just a handful of boats, and they will literally just follow you around until you hook up, swim over, grab your fish, take it from you. So that's a problem. It's unfortunate, honestly, because those fish don't stand a chance with Chinook, coho, wild coho. They don't stand a chance whatsoever. Those fish are not, or those sea lions are not selective in any way, shape, or form. While we are trying to be stewards of our fisheries and trying to manage them properly, they are not. So the Washington side has a lot of fish, but you got to deal with sea lions, especially above the bridge. You get down around Chinook, Ilwaco, it opens up a little bit more, and you can get away from the sea lions a little bit more. Let's see. So today we ran the spinfish because yes, I do have a couple of them, and literally I have 4 or 5. That's it, and I had to steal them from some of the guys there at Yakima Bait. But those are still fishing really well. Been very happy with them. If you do not have spinfish, that's fine. Just run your Brad super baits that you have. It's the same concept, same idea. They work just great. So just stuff it with that fish nip that I've been running for the last few days here. It's been working really well, and it's a real simple way to fish, especially because you get all these coho out here and you'll get groups of 2, 3, 4, 5 fish at a time. And what happens is they come up and they bite that spinfish or super bait, and they bite it and they miss it. Well, if you let it just sit there, unlike bait where the bait gets shredded up or pulled off the hooks, that spinfish or super bait will sit there and keep working, and the other coho that are in the area, the 2 or 3 others, will whip around, come over, come grab that bait. So really cool way to fish. A lot less expensive than spending $8-10 per pound on bait, and you're not going to hook them really deep like you could potentially with bait when we're releasing wild coho and Chinook as well. So with that, I got a boat to clean. Today was an absolutely beautiful day out here. You could not ask for better weather. The problem is these stinking flies, man, they're everywhere. I'm just covered with them this whole time doing this video, wiping them off. Ugh. Flies everywhere, and we got the cormorants on the bridge to thank for that. Okay, so with that, we will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with another good report. The fishing is fantastic. The weather is beautiful. If you have the chance to come down here, come on down, give it a shot. This weekend should be good fishing. Yes, I know you can't keep Chinook, but it's still a great time. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.